Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
The end of the road. Welcome to Abu Dhabi. So we trail Ferrari by 11 points heading into the finale for the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull still technically have a mathematical chance, but for the most part, it is going to be a duel between the Papaya and the Corsa Rosso, I think is what the red is called for Ferrari. But either way, really need a good qualifying effort. We've got a brand new engine in the back for Oscar Piastri and a brand new gearbox for Lando Norris. Those can only help. Really need a 1-2 today. So Magnussen goes P19, will not take any further part in this session. Russell or Zhou. Zhou will be next. He's currently P20. The Chinese driver will remain there for his final F1 start, most likely, of his career. Speaking of final F1 starts of their careers, Logan Sargent out of the final quarter now. Can he at least give himself one last hurrah, get himself into Q2? That will also be a no. So Russell versus Gasly here for that final coveted spot in Q2. Russell will get it. Gasly will not. Gasly, Bottas, Sargent, Magnussen, and Zhou all out here for the final Q1 of the season. Perhaps pushing a bit too hard there in his final Q2 appearance here for Williams in this season. We've got a red flag. We should be safe no matter what. But does this trap anybody on the outside? Make my day, Max. I don't even know why I'm rooting against them. We're not fighting them. We're fighting Ferrari. So Verstappen crosses the line, goes up into P2. That knocks out George Russell. His qualifying is over. Can Sergio Perez knock out Esteban Ocon? He can. So it all comes down to Lance Stroll. Can the Canadian knock out the GOAT of Formula 1 and Lewis Hamilton in his final outing for Mercedes? He is starting his lap. And yes, Hamilton, Ocon, Russell, Hulkenberg all out here in Q2. Maybe a little bit of traffic on the lap. Thankfully, Leclerc gets out of the way. So purple middle sector there for Lando. Piastri provisionally goes P2. Lando goes to the top at a 22.3, but really just waiting on Charles Leclerc now, who's become the new Max Verstappen. He is on an out lap. Final quali runs here of the season in Q3. Can Oscar Piastri at least get himself onto the front row? It is an improvement in the middle sector, maybe a bit of a toe there from one of the RBs, unfortunately. Actually, fortunately, rather, going to improve up into P3 there, although we'll see if that stands. Lando is improving in the first sector. Will it be an improvement in the third sector as well? Unfortunately, not able to extend his qualifying margin. Sainz crosses the line, and unfortunately, he's aborted his lap, and he's come in. So, Charles Leclerc, I do believe, is the only one that can realistically play spoiler here. Okay. Please, Charles. Please, Charles. Don't do it. Don't do it. We'll take it. I'll take it. That's fine. P1 for Lando, P4 for Oscar. We will take that.
The anticipation is really building here. The fans in attendance are absolutely buzzing with excitement. You and I won't be the only ones keeping an eye on Oscar Piastri, Karun.
Second row of the grid lining up third. That's a really strong chance of good points or even a podium here.
Anything could happen. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Lights out and away we go for the final time here in 2024. Unfortunately, Verstappen has jumped us off the line, as well as Sergio Perez, so not a great start there from ourselves. However, this is the situation. We need to outscore Ferrari, and hopefully it's reflected accurately. We need to outscore Ferrari by 11 points in order to jump them in the Constructors. Also, Red Bull, as you can see, do have a mathematical chance to win the Constructors still, but obviously they're a bit of a long shot in this Grand Prix. Let's see what everybody has done in terms of strategy. Pretty good mix, some soft, some hard, with predominantly medium-tired runners in this race. So P2 and P4 just can't get ahead of ourselves, make our strategy work, and we'll see where the cards fall.
Yeah, I got hit.
I don't think so there, Mr. Ricciardo. So unfortunately, Daniel Ricciardo and Fernando Alonso out of the finale, and we've got a safety car. Can we do anything with this? Everybody on soft just got a free break here. So the Red Bulls are going to double stack, as well as Russell and Hamilton. Gasly and a bunch of those at the back are going to come in as well, but we will stay out, and Verstappen will cycle to P7.
They just can't get the front right on, though.
In comes the safety car. So you can see everybody from P7 on down came in for a brand new set of rubber. Verstappen and Magnussen have opted for a set of softs. Zhou has opted for a set of mediums, and everybody else in some capacity has opted for a set of hards, and also I should mention Hulkenberg stayed out. So we've just got to blitz away. Hopefully Verstappen gets stuck in the traffic and actually can trip over some of the Ferraris. But for the moment, I'm actually fairly content with this.
And there goes the steering. They were just unable to do much about it.
Into the pit lane comes Oscar Piastri. So onto a set of hard compound rubber. Pretty clean pit stop there from our guys. Not too shabby in all honesty. So down and away, Verstappen also came in, but we are mostly coming off Charles Leclerc, of which we will re-emerge in front of as thankfully Logan Sargent has gotten in the way. Our fellow Eco Screech, appreciate it. So we'll probably be finishing on a set of softs here for Oscar Piastri. Verstappen really isn't that far up the road. However, now we got to figure out what we're going to do next here with Lando Norris. Well, throwing a bit of a Hail Mary here, so onto a set of soft compound rubber, kind of the inverse of what we probably were initially expected to do, 2.6 seconds and down and away. Still one more pit stop to go for both of our guys. Let's see where we cycle out. There goes Leclerc. We will come out ahead of Gasly, but we will need to set off after the Ferrari driver. So no matter what, one more pit stop left to go in this race. Yeah, we just got to, like, fight now. Well, at the same corner that ruined his qualifying effort, Alexander Albon exits this race. A bit of a somber way to end this season. However, we have a VSC. The question is, we need to pit no matter what. Can we get a set of soft tires to the end of this race? That is the question. But I would imagine the majority of the front runners are going to go ahead and dive into the pit lane. Sergio Perez will continue on. We will dive in, and Leclerc will continue on. So they don't think they can make it to the end on softs from this point. Big opportunity here for ourselves, especially if the VSC starts to come to an end. So onto a brand new set of soft compound rubber. Down and away in 2.4 seconds. Let's see, and also Oscar Piastri coming into the pit lane. Same goes for him onto a brand new set of softs. Hopefully no mistakes. Please. 2.3. We take those. So, yeah, Lando will come out in P3 with no traffic. Okay, and Piastri will come out in P6 just behind Carlos Sainz, who's also going to the end. Same with Max Verstappen. Interesting.
And the car fails to respond. And hopefully there's not too much damage to the tires.
Great rejoin. Oh my god, another VSC. Red flag! No! No, not the Angel of Death. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Who else could it be, right? Of course it's Logan Sargent. So what was going to be a effectively guaranteed win just went out the window, and Sergio Perez gets to come at us with a brand new set of softs.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Lights out and away we go. And we've had another horrible start for Lando. That's not what you want to see. We've been jumped by both the Red Bulls. Come on, Lando. At least get one of them back. At least get one back. Okay, fine. So up into P2, or I should say back into P2. However, as you can see, kind of a mixed bag of what tires everybody's on. Sergio actually had to go on to a used set. Piastri is the first one on a new set, the only one at the front on a new set. Might not be a Joe over just yet. As you can see, Piastri's already gotten ahead of Carlos Sainz and up the inside of Sergio Perez, rather. Sorry, bit of a habit. Really good corner there for Lando Norris. Get out of here! Although Piastri's going to look up the inside of Verstappen. We need this. Go! Oh no, we didn't need that. Ah, fuck. I just lost the nose. Ouch. Oh, well, that's not what we needed, because, I mean, we're not really in a fight with Red Bull. A full safety car has been called.
Safety car deployed.
Green flag's back in the air. It is going to be a 4-lap dash to the end of this season. So Lando Norris leads ahead of Sergio Perez, ahead of Leclerc and Sainz. Piastri has the best tires, everybody. Man, look at that restart that Lando Norris got. He is gone. However, with that, what I can only assume is at least a 5-second penalty, as I believe that is Lewis Hamilton going off at the final corner. Look away, Jack, avert your eyes. But yeah, Piastri's got to make hay to try to get as many points as we can, and then we just have to hope that the Ferraris flounder. Can we get Perez as well? Just go for it, Oscar. Oh! GG. Just got nothing for him. Ah, man. Oh my god! Not your teammate, not your teammate. I'm not great at math. I think we needed to win this race to bring home the Constructors. Leclerc is going to finish the race with the bonus point for the fastest lap as well. He'll end the season on top of the podium. We'll have to see post-race. I think with that penalty, that's going to drop Piastri to P5.
P2, lovely job.
I think we lost out. I think Ferrari got us. So Leclerc wins.
Well done, everyone.
Norris and Sainz on the podium.
Thanks, guys.
Damn.
Look at that! Leclerc takes first place!
And that's what happens when you drive with such skill and passion. They barely put a foot wrong.
We can see Ferrari celebrating now. They know that the Constructors' title is theirs.
And you know what? It was a close-fought competition. I think we all found it a tough championship to call.
Lando Norris certainly loves a podium, heading up there now to celebrate again.
It gets even better for the team, with both drivers scoring a podium finish this weekend.
Hard to believe that's another one over. The season's ended, the party's just beginning, here in Abu Dhabi.
Not the way we wanted to end the season. Actually, only if, I mean, finish P4. I don't think it's going to make, as you guys saw, Ferrari are your Constructors champions. I mean, in the end, we cut the gap down to 50, but just, I mean, Red Bull at the beginning of the season were just lights out. And, I mean, we missed out on a couple opportunities, but in the end, I don't think it made much of a difference. However, in the Constructors, ultimately, I mean, we were so focused on beating Red Bull that I really didn't even notice Ferrari were in the fight, and then all of a sudden they jumped ahead of us after Qatar, and it just was kind of Joe over from there. So in the end, kind of interesting. Alpine jump ahead of Williams on a tiebreaker. Haas break the tie with them as well. So really unfortunate stuff there for the Williams team. As kick Sauber go the whole season without scoring a point. Yeah, well, that would be the end of this career mode. I do have something in the pipeline coming up next for you guys that are watching both on YouTube and on here on Twitch, but that's going to be all for me today. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting this career mode, and I will see you guys tomorrow.